Oh, there you are. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to do a reading for you entitled Love Messages from Spirit. It's what your spirit guides want you to know about your love life, or maybe lack of it. My name is David Charles, International Psychic Medium. Thank you for joining me, and we're going to get straight on with it. No theme tunes. Which one should we pick? Any idea? Let's try this blue one over there. These have all been shuffled, these packs of cards, but we'll give them another quick go. This is a pick a card reading. It's a timeless reading, which means you can find it today, you can find it next week or next year. You'll find it when you're meant to. Your spirit guides have possibly brought you here right now to find this reading for you. And it's a timeless reading, a pick a card reading. And if you want a proper reading with me, a full length one, go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com. And if I'm not free, one of my team that work for me will help you, and they're very good. And they have to be very good to get in my team. So here we go. Put these out. 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you've done this before with me, I hope you have. I want you to pick a card stack, and there are 1 to 4, and they go from this one here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which one do you fancy? Maybe your lucky number, maybe you're psychic. Maybe something feels right about one of them. Maybe you've got some friends over that could help you pick one, or maybe you want to pause the video. But go for 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we'll find out what your spirit guides want you to know right now about your love life. So get ready. It's a general reading. It won't apply to all of you. I hope you made your choice. We'll start with number 1. A special welcome to you if you're alone watching this. Number 1. We'll call you number 1 from now on, for the moment. Your spirit guides want you to know that everything is about to improve. Doesn't look as though it's been too bad recently, your love life, but it seems to be on the up. I'm picking up a person for you here who may be a sort of person that acts like a professional. He or she may not be, but they seem to be very studious, successful, and on the ball with things, and they're part of this reading. Am I picking up you, number 1, or is it your person, the person we're looking at? It's one or the other. This person is important. They have a good way of living. They do things the right way. They take care of themselves. They eat properly. They don't smoke. They don't take drugs or drink excessively, and they are possibly successful, or they're about to become successful. I may be picking up you, number 1, but it's possibly the person that you're looking at this reading about, the person you're thinking of. It appears to me, number 1, that you're quite psychic, or your person is, or maybe both of you are. There's psychic activity all around this reading, really lots of it. So I'm glad you came to see this video tonight, or today, wherever you are in the world. This video is important because it tells me that things are going to get really good, and I don't see this kind of reading every 5 minutes, so it's good. It seems to me that the spirit world are going to give you something special. I don't know what it is, but if there's something you really wanted for a while, think about it. Something you wanted for quite a while will be given to you soon. If it's not an item like a car or a house, it will normally mean love and contentment the way you see it. Some people see love in different ways to others. But you're actually very psychic at the moment, so you're probably very tuned into this. As I always say, this won't apply to all of you. It's a general reading. So pick out what resonates for you and ignore the rest, or go to one of my other readings. I've got dozens of readings on my channel, and that's David Charles Psychic, of course. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so, and click the like button for me. But at the moment, I think, number 1, you've been dreaming about something special. Maybe for many years, you've been dreaming about something that it looks like everybody else has got and you don't have, and that's going to change. There is a person helping you who really cares about you. I think it's a lady, and I think she will be guiding you on this planet, on this side of the plane, I mean. This side of life, not one of your spirit guides. Your spirit guides are highly active. You'll know who some of them are. There is some money coming your way, and you may be linked to your money, in your career, or your person maybe, one of you. I believe your dreams are about to come true. This is very unusual to see a reading so positive. So if it's been a bit rough lately, number one, get ready, because things are about to improve. What you don't need to do is miss this, because these things often come to you in the form of offers and opportunities. So be alert, be on the ball, watch out for things that point to change. Don't go rushing into things and regret it later, but watch out for things that look positive, things that look beneficial, opportunities, things popping your way unexpectedly, and go for them if you feel they're right. And you're tuned in at the moment, so you'll know by your feelings. I don't necessarily see a marriage here, but when the spirit world offers you something you've always wanted, it can mean that. You may find there may be a proposal, or a proposal of something else. You may be with a same-sex partner, some of you, not all of you, but some of you. Or you may be looking for a same-sex partner. And the message is one will come. Naturally, do not go on the internet dating sites. Do not. And I say that in almost every reading, because if you do that, you won't meet the person the spirits have in mind for you. But I think most of you, number one, have already got your person sorted out. And I think there's freedom here. I don't think either of you will be tied for long. If you're tied at the moment to somebody or some children even, you should be able to break free of that if you haven't already done so. I think most of you, number one, have already done it. I think most of you are free. And I think something you wanted for years is coming soon. It's very exciting. Fantastic reading. I wish all of my readings were like this, because some of them can be quite scary sometimes, but there's nothing scary about this one. I think you need to go with your spirits. If you're studying tarot, learn it. I'll be doing the course again soon, by the way, if you've missed me doing that. I think some of you are linked to money. You may work with money. You may have some money coming to you soon. You're pretty good with money. Some of the people I read for let money go too easily, but number one, you're pretty good with finances. I think you're looked upon by others as being shrewd and careful without being tight or miserly. You are good with money. But if you do read cards, or you do mediumship, or even healing, and I think some of you, number one, are healers as well, you can develop that as the time passes by. I think the spirit world are asking you to do this, to be spiritual, to use the gift that you've been given, to listen to your spirit voices inside you. Don't think that everything is a coincidence, because it isn't. You'll be getting messages, particularly in your dreams and in daydreams. You could be washing the dishes and drifting off onto something else and can't even remember washing the dishes. When dreams will reveal secrets. Dreams will reveal secrets about your future. Dreams will also reveal secrets about your person's future, whoever this person may be. There is a connection here. I believe one of you is successful, or one of you, either you or him, or you and her, you or her is about to be successful if you're not already. It really couldn't look much better. I think your wishes are coming true, number one, and they're coming true soon. Take a chance. As I said, don't be reckless. If you want to ask me any questions, go to my comment section below. I answer all of my comments. Please comment. Please click like. Please click the bell icon so you don't miss any videos. And subscribe if you haven't already done so. It does mean a lot to me, and it helps me do these readings free, of course. So number one, I hope you've enjoyed that. There's not really much to tell you. It just looks so good. It really looks so good. I think you've got richness coming, richness in your heart, which is much different to richness in the bank. Somebody's helping you. I believe it's a lady on this side of life. But I believe your spirit guides are really at it at the moment. I really believe they've got you to watch this video, and I hope you'll stick with me and watch all my other videos. Thank you for that, number one, and a special welcome to you if you're alone. I think I said earlier, watching this. I will put marks under all these below. I think they're called chapters. So if you've picked a higher number like 3 or 4, you can click below and go straight to it. You don't need to listen to everybody else's reading. If you chose number 2, this is for you. Right. What the spirit world want you to know about your love life right now. Whenever you find this reading, it could be now, 10 years from now, it could be tomorrow morning. You'll find this reading when you're meant to. It's timeless. There are no dates on this reading. So your spirit guides have got you to find it now, by the looks of it, number 2. And you have got some interesting, brilliant stuff here. This is really good stuff tonight, or it may be today where you are. For the moment, number 2, I think you're considering packing it in. Now this could be your love life. Doesn't mean you'll do it, but you may be thinking about moving away from the present situation. Now that can mean that both of you are moving away. You may both be thinking of moving to another location. You may both be thinking of moving away from each other. Think it over very carefully, because if you give this thing up without due thought and care, you may regret it later. Your mind isn't made up yet. You're thinking about it. You're considering the options. Will giving this thing up make you feel less stressed? You're wondering if giving this thing up will be less of a burden to you. It may not be romantic, but it is a love reading, so I think it will be. This reading is called What the Spirits Want You to Know About Your Love Life Now. I don't think you've had it easy recently, number 2. In fact, I don't think you've had it easily ever, really. I think you've been through it a bit, and you may be going through it again soon, unfortunately. But it's not all doom and gloom. I believe that number 2, some of you, and I keep repeating, this won't apply to all of you. Whatever resonates with you, you'll know. Take it in and ignore the rest, or go to one of my other readings, and there's dozens of them on my channel. And they're nearly all love readings. But I believe, number 2, that you've had it rough. And you've had it rough in the past in your love life. And I think it's time that you were rewarded, but it's not going to happen quite yet, because there is further turbulence coming your way, as depicted by the Major Arcana card, the Tower. It looks like the Tower of Babel, I think it was called, isn't it, in the Bible? The Tower can mean, or can be a bit scary, but don't worry about it, because it means that you may be about to go through some upset that is required. It's required to clear out all the negatives, to clear out negative people as well, to clear out negative problems, sometimes to remove negative habits. This upset, shouldn't call it upset, it's turbulence really, a bit like when the wind blows and you're in an aeroplane, it wobbles about a bit, but you know it's okay, you're not going to crash. That's about what this is about, a bit similar to what this is about. Turbulence is coming, number 2. Turbulence may shake you at the roots. Turbulence may be something coming that you won't enjoy, well, you won't enjoy it. However, with all readings, when you look back at it in a few weeks or a few months' time, you'll think, well, I'm really glad it happened now. So you'll know at the time, you may already have a clue what this means. It's a shame I can't speak to you, but you can comment below and ask me questions. Please comment below, it does help. And click like as well, of course, and ask me some questions. I answer all of my comments below. Now, when you've gone through this turbulence, number 2, then it starts, your luck's changing. Your luck's changing dramatically for the better. And as I indicated to number 1, when good fortune is predicted, it's never normally automatic. It will come to you in the form of sometimes hidden offers and ideas. Sometimes opportunities will pop up and you'll think to yourself, could this be it? Should we have a go at this? You need to be daring, but not like the fool in the Major Arcana, not quite that daring. You need to be daring and have a go, and you can change your fortunes for the better. Believe me, this is in the reading. You've got some ups and some downs. You're thinking of giving something up, maybe your lover. It's time you were rewarded for good deeds, but it's not happening yet. First of all, there's a bit of turbulence, and then you'll see the difference. Then the sun will shine for you, number 2. And I really mean it. You could go through one of the luckiest periods you've had for quite some time. And so, stick with me because this gets even better. It appears, number 2, that you're actually causing a lot of your own problems. It appears to me, number 2, that you're doing things the hard way. If there's an easy way of doing it and a hard way of doing it, you're choosing the hard way, and I think you've done it most of your life. And I think you're known for it. I think you're so particular how you work, how you live, that you tend to be maybe over cautious and over thorough. Sometimes you'll go out of the house, lock all the doors, and then get to the car and think, did I lock the doors? And you go back and check again. We all do that sometimes, but it may be something that you do quite frequently. That's an example. You're so thorough, number 2, and so considerate that you can make your life more difficult than it should be. As I keep saying, it won't apply to all of you, but most of you I think it will. You may need to just ease up on yourself a little bit. Take it a bit more easily. Be a bit more, so if I've left the door open, I've left the door open. Not really, but you'll know what I mean. Don't let things wind you up too much inside your own head. Some of you, number 2, are overworking as well. And some of you at work are being given work that you shouldn't be given. They're giving you too much to do. Somebody is taking the mickey out of some of you at work, and they're giving you responsibilities that you shouldn't be doing. They're making you work more than you should. And they're not rewarding you for that either. They don't even seem to say thank you or give you any praise sometimes. So maybe that's what you're thinking of walking away from. As I repeat, don't do it without caution first. Think it over first, because if you give something up now without due thought and care and attention, you may live to regret it. So if in doubt, do now. That's a British saying from up Yorkshire, I think. So what you have here, number 2, it's very exciting because you're thinking of giving something up because you believe it may take pressure off you. Then all of the efforts you've made in your life are starting to wind you up because you're thinking it's time that you had some rewards. And that's delayed by turbulence. And then it comes. Then the good stuff is coming. And there we have it. The Wheel of Fortune, the right way up as well. Another major arcana card. Usually means good stuff depending on what's around it. And then what you have to do then, number 2, is stop trying too hard. If you're trying too hard with this love thing, then don't. Just let it go with the flow. Go with the flow yourself. There's nothing here to suggest disasters. I just think you need a good clear out. A bit like when you do a spring clean at home. It's time you just polish everything so it's all shiny and new. And that's the way your love life needs to be looked at right now. Don't abandon it. I don't think you should. You may think differently, but don't abandon your love life if it's revivable, if it's struggling, because you can make it shiny and new all over again. Like a brand new diamond on a ring. Like the sun coming through the clouds and dazzling you with its brightness. It's such a wonderful thing. Great reading, number 2. Hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon and you won't miss any videos. Please comment below as well, and I answer all that. Any questions you ask me down below, I will answer them, all of them. And share me with your friends, please. So let's move on to stack number 3. If you chose number 3, thank you for waiting, or thank you for moving it along down the bottom on those little marks. This is what Spirit want you to know now about your love life, right now. This is why they got you to watch this video, I believe. You may find this video today. You may find it in 10 years. Doesn't matter when you find it. These are timeless readings, which means there are no dates. You'll find them when you're meant to. You chose the cards. This is for you, number 3. It won't all resonate with you. So take what you want that you find helps and ignore the rest, and probably go to my other videos. There's dozens of them. Nearly all about love. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And then click the bell icon and you'll never miss one of my videos. So, number 3. What we have here starts off with your being put before things to sort of test you out. It's as though the universe is testing out your resolve with your love life. Your love life partner, or you, maybe both of you, are being tempted, possibly to do things that you wouldn't normally consider doing. This doesn't mean that you'll do them, but if it's you, it could be you or your partner, maybe both, but if you're tempted to do something naughty regarding love and romance, don't do it. Please don't do it, because you'll regret it. So if you're tempted to two-time your partner or your lover or your connection, think about it again. It may be temptation is coming to him or her or both of you. It's as though something is trying to stir up trouble. It's not really. I think the spirit guides like to test your resolve and see if you're keen on this person or not, if you're really keen. This is not a lovey-dovey reading, but you may already know about the love side. Doesn't mean it's not there because it's not in the reading. But I think you've got some advice coming from not an older person. You've got some advice coming from a professional person. It's not a child, but it's not an old person either. I think it's a man. And that could be your partner or your person that we're looking at, number 3. This person seems to be quite respected, quite sought after as well. He may, or she may, at some point have been linked to your career. Maybe not all of you. This won't apply to all of you, as I said. It may be someone you work with now. It may be someone who's linked to your work, excuse me, or pops in and out of the office occasionally. The delivery boy or the tea man or something. This person could be your partner to come. This person could be the connection I'm picking up here. But you're a person, number 3, who is giving, always giving. I don't mean possessions or materialistic things, but you're always giving yourself. If your family have problems, you're the first one there to help. If your friends have problems, they know they can come to you. And sometimes people have been known to use you for this, and you'll get that, of course. But sometimes people will use you because they know you're kind, they know you're caring, and they know, number 3, that you're a genuine person. And I hope you're one of the ones this does apply to. So everything that comes your way, you seem to want to share with everyone else. If you had a new car, you want to take everyone for a ride in it to show them how nice it is. You want to take them for a day out. If you had money coming, you'd probably want to share it with people less fortunate than yourself. That's great. You mustn't change your characteristics. But you mustn't leave yourself needing either. You've got to look after yourself as well. So don't be tempted to be too generous with your money, with your possessions, but mostly with your heart and your caring. I say that very cautiously, so I don't want you to change your characteristics. But you can be too caring, and then people can take you for granted and take, and you're just going to give. And if it's money, you'll need to think it over. I believe, number 3, that things are about to speed up in your love life. Things are going to go much quicker than they've been going. I think they've been paused, like you've been waiting at the railway crossing for a train to pass. I think your love life has been on a bit of a pause, on the back burner, people say. Not all of you, I keep repeating, but some of you, it's been going a bit slow. It's been plodding a bit, and it's about to speed up a little bit. I don't think it's going to go mad, but your love life is starting to make progress, especially for those of you who have this love life linked to your earthly stuff, probably your career, not to your financial things. There is confusion around your work, nothing to do with love, but I've got to tell you about that because it's in the reading. So expect confusion around your life in general. People may be misunderstanding you. You may be misunderstanding them. I see for you that you must remove or ignore temptation. That's the main thing. If temptation comes to try you out, prove that you're better than that and you can rise above it. That is important. If your person is linked to your work, they could be someone that is quite popular with other people of the opposite sex. That doesn't mean they're a womanizer, or if it's a girl that they're flirty. It doesn't mean that at all. But it doesn't stop other people trying it on with them. So they're very popular. If you have a boyfriend who's very handsome, the girls will all quite like him. If you have a girlfriend that's quite beautiful, then the men will like her, obviously. And that can be a bit of a problem, because when you walk into a bar or a restaurant or to a room, this person you're thinking of will turn all the heads. And they've always been the same. They're good looking, they're attractive. If they're not good looking and attractive, then there's something about them, maybe charisma or just a personality, that makes everybody want to be with them. Now, again, number 3, I may be picking up you, this could be you, but it's either you or your person, or both of you. Expect some money coming, a share of money. This can mean a bit of a win. It can mean a legacy, but I think you may find you've got some shares coming or something from work that they owe you. And once again, don't let it in one hand and out the other. You're too generous sometimes. I don't think you're a bit of a worrier. Some of the people that have readings are worrying all the time. I don't think you're quite like that. I think things are looking good. I think, number 3, your love life is about to just change gear a bit now and go a little bit quicker. So be ready for that. Don't panic. But things may become excuse me, a bit quicker, not necessarily more intense, but things may develop more quickly than you're used to. You may be the sort of person who likes to take a romance a step at a time and not get too fast, not rush things, but sometimes these things are out of our control, and your heart may start racing when you see this person, this connection, this lover, this friend. If your heart starts to beat when you see them, then you're in love. If your heart misses a beat when you hear someone with the same name, you're in love. And I'm sure you know what being in love feels like. There's no mention here from my spirit guides or from yours that you're about to get hurt, which often comes through readings. There's no mention that you're being too timed or deceived, but there is mention of temptation, and I believe your person is popular with the opposite sex and with the same sex. And that may also apply to you, number 3. So bear that in mind. I hope you understand all this. I won't understand it all because I don't know who all of you are individually. But you'll know what resonates with you, number 3. Take that and ignore the rest and look at my other videos. And if you want a proper reading with me, go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com. And you can book me on there from anywhere in the world. And if I'm not free, one of the team that work for me will help you, and they're very good, and they have to be good to get in my team. They have to be the best. Please subscribe, number 3. Click the bell icon so you don't miss any videos. And please comment below and ask questions. I'll answer them all, I promise you. And share me with your friends and do that thumbs up thing for me, because it does help the channel. Helps me do videos like this for you. Now we're going to move on to number 4. If you chose number 4, thank you for sticking around. Let's find out what the spirit world want you to know about your love life. And there we are. So, number 4, you're dealing with somebody and something to do with paperwork. Are you getting married? Or are you getting divorced? There's paperwork going around, legal paperwork, things you have to sign in the coming weeks. I don't think they're negative, I think they're good. But be careful what you're signing. Read the small print. Look out for people in authority. Tax people, nothing to do with love life, although it could be, they could work with your lover could work in that area. Watch out for officialdom, legal things, estate agents, that sort of person, people who are in some kind of power, counsellors, that sort of people. They're around this reading for some reason. So I believe, number 4, that some of you are splitting up. You'll know if that's the case. As I keep saying to all of these readings, it won't resonate with all of you, but you'll know what figures with you. So take on what resonates and ignore the rest, and go to my other videos. There's dozens of them on my site. Now then, somebody in either you or the person we're looking at has got links to water. Do you live by the sea? Do you live by a lake or a river? And one of you has beauty inside and outside. It can be a man and a woman, or a woman. It could be both of you. There is beauty in this reading. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, they say. And beauty doesn't always mean, excuse me, the way you look. It can mean beauty in your heart, beauty in your soul, which is a great combination or a great thing to have. But one of you is pretty psychic as well. One of you is looking at the future now, possibly while you're watching this video, and you're seeing things coming your way. Not easy to read for yourself, but I believe, number 4, that you're pretty good at it. You can see what's developing, and you can see where you'll be in a year or two from now. And if that's not the case with you, number 4, then it's your person that we're looking at. One of you is very psychic and intuitive. And if it's your person that we're looking at, they know what's coming before it happens. And if it's you, then you do. And it means, number 4, that if it's you, then you can read this person's mind quite often. Not all the time, but quite often. You can look into his or her eyes and you'll know what's going on in their mind. You'll know if they're telling fibs. You'll know what's going on inside, in there. One or two of you are linked to a medical thing. So are you a nurse or something like that? Are you a healer, or is it your person? Is it the person we're looking at for you in your love situation? One of you is either working in medicine or a caring profession. You could be a counsellor or even a teacher or a nursery assistant, but you're in a caring profession. But I believe a lot of it's medical. Some of you may be doctors or nurses or nursing assistants. And if that's the case, that will go very well with your psychic stuff, because psychic people always, without exception, will have healing ability. They don't always realise it, but they will. If you're psychic, then you're a healer and you should use it, all of you. But I believe that some of you also may have to see and get advice from someone in a medical profession or a healing profession. It could be the local vicar, it could be your local religious person. Now, I am picking up some jealousy, number 4, around you to come. It may not be there yet, but there may be some jealousy around from females. If you're a man, it will be from males, from your mates down the pub or down the club or down the golf course. There's jealousy. It can't hurt you, because if they're not jealous of you, they'll be jealous of someone else. That's the way they are. But it can't hurt you, but it's maybe sometimes worth knowing that it can be the case. You may find that the person we're looking at for you has an ex who is jealous of this romance. They're jealous of your connection. They're jealous of your friendship. And sometimes, although they smile and say hello, underneath they're seething with jealousy. And it will eat away at them. It won't hurt you, as long as you don't let it hurt you, of course. But they may be winding other people up as well. Maybe your family, maybe his family or her family. There seems to be some collusion going on, especially if you're a lady. If you're a lady, watch out for girlfriends, watch out for female colleagues or people you know who may be up to no good. There's undercurrents of naughtiness in this reading. And I think your romantic life, number 4, is not helped by the fact that some of you are struggling with finances. And you may have to do a bit of a balancing act with your money. That's fine, you're good at that, because you're good at balancing everything. You're good at balancing your feelings. You're good at balancing your emotions. You're good at balancing. You like life to be on an even keel. When it isn't, you can get a bit thrown off by it. But you're good at balancing. Some of you, number 4, are linked to travel as well. Do you work in the travel industry, or are you planning to travel soon? At the moment, when this reading is being done tonight, we have this COVID thing. Let's hope that when you read this, watch this, it's gone. But the COVID thing is affecting travel in some people's cases. But you're planning to travel, or you're linked to the travel industry. I think the travel, anything to do with travel, number 4, is brilliant. Nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear in this reading. You can put up with the jealousy and the naughtiness from females. You can put up with the legal documents or paperwork. If it's divorces, then you already know about that. You may be battling over custody of children, some of you. You may be dealing with law because you're buying a property. You may be dealing with law because you're signing rental agreements. So it's not always bad stuff. But I think you have beauty inside, number 4, and if it's not you, then it's your person that we're looking at. Beauty that you cannot buy in the shops. You can't go to Next and buy this, or Hudson Bay or anywhere else. So, what you have here, number 4, the spirit guides want you to know to be careful what you're signing. They want you to know that you have beauty because you don't realize it. Your self-confidence is on a low and it's time it went up. You may be working or mixing with people in the medical profession, and I think that's good. Maybe your partner or your lover or the connection we've got here is linked to medicine or caring, some kind of caring profession. You will know what I mean. Watch out for naughtiness from females if you're a lady. If you're a man, watch out from spitefulness from men, and possibly ladies as well. If you're juggling with finances, that shouldn't last for long. I think your finances will improve slightly. I don't think it's massive. I don't think you're going to be a lottery winner, but I don't think your love life is in any danger. I think you seem to be plodding on a bit, and I think you like to be safe, you like to be secure in your love life, but there are no real warnings here, number 4. You're okay. I think if anything, you could do with loving each other a bit more, if that's what you want. You may not want that, but I think that's okay, number 4. There's not all that much to tell you, so I hope it helped. Please comment below if you want to ask me any questions. I answer all of my comments. Please subscribe. Click the like thing, the thumbs up. And if you click the bell icon, you won't miss any of my videos. And as I said, I think if you want a proper full-length reading with me, go to my website, davidcharlespsychic.com. And if I'm not free on there, one of my team will help you, and they're all good because they work for me and they only get chosen by me if they're the best. So, davidcharlespsychic.com. Thank you for watching all this, and I hope to see you soon. And remember my motto, think lucky and you will be lucky. Think love and you'll be loved. And I love every one of you. See you soon. Catch you later. Bye-bye.